Alcohol sales are now allowed in one county. We hear from community members about the recent change. And it's still hot outside, and schools are working to keep students cool inside. How one school district is finding ways to stay away from the heat.
And speaking of the heat, we're seeing temperatures in the low to mid 90s. One place today broke a 19-year-old record. We'll tell you who that was coming up in a few minutes.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening again. We begin with a developing story out of Whitley County. A South Carolina man is accused of trying to kidnap a child. Police say that attempted abduction happened at Whitley County Intermediate School. Corbin police arrested Willie Bethia. Police say Bethia went on school property trying to get a kid to leave with him. He faces attempted kidnapping of a minor, criminal trespassing, and other charges. A Middlesboro man is charged with murder. Police arrested Tyrone Wilson this morning on Westchester Avenue. Police say Wilson stabbed another man, Ronnie Mink. Mink was taken to Middlesboro ARH where he later died. Wilson is being held at the Bell County Detention Center. A federal jury convicted a Salyersville man on drug charges. Daniel Jackson of Salyersville was convicted on charges of carrying 50 or more grams of meth and carrying fentanyl with the intent to distribute. Jackson was arrested back in February and indicted in May. He is scheduled to appear for sentencing on December 9th. Officials say he faces a maximum of 40 years in prison. Jackson is being held at the Pike County Detention Center. A person was hit by a car overnight in Mingo County, West Virginia. Sheriff Joe Smith says it happened on Route 119 near Scarlet Road. Police say the person was alert and taken to the hospital. No word on their condition right now. Police in Claiborne County, Tennessee are searching for a woman they say is wanted for attempted murder. Take a look at your screen. 48-year-old Jonna Miracle of Harrogate is wanted for an incident that police say happened Wednesday. Police say Miracle should be considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information should call 911. Knott County is one of the last counties in Kentucky to go from dry to wet after a vote in May allowing alcohol to be sold in the county. WYMT's Amelia Lee spoke with community members about this change.
Pig in a Poke is one of many restaurants in Knott County, but owner and manager Chase Baldridge says he is looking forward to the chance to begin selling alcohol.
Starting out, it'll be small scale, definitely to just kind of get our feet wet, make sure it's something that our customers are wanting.
This comes after a vote in May, making Knott County a wet county. This was the fourth time the vote was on the ballot, which Knott Countyan Jordan Owens says was an amazing achievement.
And was a nervous wreck. I remember going in, I told my charge nurse, I'm like, hey, this vote happens at, I should know around 7:30 to 8, kind of how it's going. I said, so if you can, just give me an easy assignment because I'm going to be a wreck.
He says having the choice to purchase alcohol in Knott County will be beneficial to the economy and future businesses.
Now being able to have alcohol sales, my hope would be that we can now start to really push and get out there all the things our county has to offer to get people in here to spend their money.
In terms of getting approved to sell alcohol, applicants are required to submit an advertisement in a local newspaper declaring intent to apply for a license. Baldridge says he intends to do just that.
The community is definitely spoken in support of having alcohol on the premises. And
he says he's already started to set up a bar, but will keep in mind those who do not want to drink by not selling on Sundays.
There'd still be a day of the week that somebody who doesn't want to see the alcohol can come in and still enjoy your food and everything we have without being witness to the alcohol.
Some businesses are choosing not to sell alcohol. In Knott County, Amelia Lee, WYMT Mountain News.
Businesses interested in an alcoholic beverage license can apply online at the Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control's website. A Laurel County woman is behind bars after police say she made several threatening phone calls to another woman. Police records say Shauna Wagers called another woman several times in more than a week of time, threatening to hurt her with firearms. Wagers was charged with third-degree terroristic threatening and harassing communications. She's being held at the Laurel County Correctional Center. A Pulaski County man is facing drug charges. Deputies pulled over a car they say had an expired license plate. While searching through the car, police say they found meth and drug paraphernalia belonging to the passenger, who was identified as Kenny Braden of Science Hill. Braden faces charges of drug trafficking and possession of drug paraphernalia. He's being held at the Pulaski County Detention Center.
Well, we're seeing a couple of stray thunderstorms on live pinpoint Doppler radar at this hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at the latest, and we'll go ahead and pinpoint a couple of locations over towards Wayne County in West Virginia, across portions of Mingo County as well as Logan County, seeing a stray shower and thunderstorm across portions of Highway 119 near the Mount Gay area. Otherwise, we're seeing mainly clear conditions, maybe a few renegade showers across portions of I-75, but that's it right now. The big story, though, is still the heat. The good news is we've cooled off a little bit over the past couple hours. Monticello's at 88, Somerset's at 90. We're at 93 in Hazard. Jackson's at 95. Pikeville is at 90, but you look at the feels like temperature, it's still 101 in Manchester, 101 in Ashland, 93 Pikeville, 94 in Grundy, 95 in Monticello, 93 over towards Somerset, 10 cooler in Williamsburg. So we'll stay in the upper 80s by the 7 o'clock time frame, upper 70s by 1 a.m., upper 60s, low 70s by 7 a.m. And when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s will greet you. So we'll see a mild evening across the area. Now, there's one place in eastern Kentucky that broke a 19-year-old record high, and it was the hottest reading since 2019 for this particular place. And I'll tell you who that was in the first alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
It sure was hot out there today. Thank you very much. Well, some schools had to make some changes due to the hot weather. WYMT's RJ Johnson was in Lawrence County and has a look at changes made in one school district.
With searing heat throughout the week, school districts throughout the region have had to adapt.
We've given the staff options, and we've actually adjusted each day because, like anything else, if you do something and you find out that it works, you keep on doing it. You find out that it needs to be readjusted, we readjust it. So from day to day, we've done different things. We've given the option to have shortened recess. We've given the option for earlier recess. We remind our students and staff to hydrate when we've got some special occasions for our staff, special situations. At recess, Louisa East Elementary School principal Ed Dixon says they are offering water to students while on the playground. We provided water out on the playground for our students. And again, most importantly, we've also said, hey, use your professional judgment. If you want to, just stay in the classroom, have indoor recess. So I think those are all nice and understandable preventative measures. He says students have positively responded to all of the changes. Kids are resilient, and kids at ages 7 through 11 and 12, we can learn a lot from them. And the fact is that we have to be able to adjust. This is education, it's life. You adjust to certain situations and circumstances, and so our kids adjust, and they've adjusted very well, no matter what the schedule has changed. Dixon says they plan for these situations before the school year begins. In Louisa, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Dixon says staff helped cover outdoor times for other staff members that might not be able to be in the heat for very long. Administrators revealed the first draft of what they hope will be their new home. Take a look at your screen. Robinson Elementary School in Perry County was destroyed in the July 2022 flood. This blueprint is a look at what would be their new building. Administrators told us in March they were hoping to build this new school off Highway 80. Robinson students are currently going to class at the old A.B. Combs Elementary School.
All right, weather headlines for tonight. Thunderstorm chances will continue this weekend. Finally, a cool down, and we'll talk about the sneak peek of Labor Day coming up in a few minutes.
And speaking of Labor Day weekend, are you traveling for the holiday? What to expect on the roads as you celebrate?